In 1870, Julian City was a commercial and social center of the thriving mining district here in the foothills of San Diego County. We're here in the town of Julian today to check out the historic Eagle Mine, opened in 1870 and just a stone's throw from Main Street. Join us for a very interesting tour of this mine. Welcome to Tommy's Holiday. The Eagle Mine tour.
One of the things I'd like to tell you about is the ore. This rock is called quartz. It's where the gold is. Gold is in little tiny pieces and chips, flakes, whatever you want to call them, inside that rock. In order to get it out, you have to crush it up. And there's a machine that would do that. It came out in 1872. Before that, the miners would use sledgehammers and gold pans to crush the rock and then separate the little pieces of gold from the quartz debris. Hey, we got a one-way trip through the mountain. We're going to go into the Eagle Mine here, go all the way to the middle of the mountain, take a right-hand turn, and come out the High Peak Mine. Well, if you're a miner, you didn't have a flashlight or electricity. What did you have? You had a kerosene lantern, and one of these bad boys here, a candle reflector on your favorite headwear. Here's what they had, and that was black powder. With black powder, they make 4 feet a day progress. So to get from the edge of the mountain to this first quartz vein, take 2 weeks. And where's our quartz vein? I'm going to show you on the ceiling with my flashlight beam. You see this tannish white cream colored rock right here, about 15 inches wide. That is our quartz. Notice it's gray all the way back to the adit. Here, if you'd like, it's a little bit 2 feet wide. Sets up the High Peak Mine, but also, given that 2 feet wide vein, he went to town every day. And he bragged about how big that monstrous quartz vein. And people were listening. Around the stories and so on, he decided to come and look for a bigger vein. Here's the first room, and if you follow my flashlight beam over to this tool bin, you will be able to look up in there. What he does is he makes his own fuse out of this reed, about 6 feet of reed per cartridge. He coats it with a material that burns at a consistent or constant rate. That's what a fuse needs to do, burn at a constant rate. But no two powder men have necessarily the same formulation for doing this, and therefore no two powder men typically have a fuse that burns at the same rate. Burns it, times it, and writes the number into the blank, in this case 52 seconds to a foot. 6 foot long fuse at 52 seconds to a foot gives you about 5 minutes to get out of the mine once the fuses are lit. So no surprise, everyone, the fuses are being lit. He yells fire in the hole. Everybody knows that means get out of the mine. You got about 5 minutes. Fuses get lit and everybody heads for the adit and hopefully make it out safely. In a real emergency, he does know that there are 2 safety areas called jump holes on the side of this tunnel. They are about 3 foot notches out of the side of the tunnel. Well, the person who's trying to evade this blast doesn't think he can make it out of the tunnel in time. He knows that if he stops at a jump hole, takes his shirt off, uses it as a filter, hunkers down in the back of that jump hole, he's got a good shot of being able to survive. Doesn't mean that you live all the time, but it greatly improves your chances of surviving. Look below the tool bench, you'll be seeing a different view of that lower central stone. There's a bell here, and there's a bell at each of the lower levels, and there would be a bell ring code. And if you look on the wall, there's a white chart that shows you the state of California shaft bell signals. That's a standardized bell ring code that the state of California wanted all mines to use. fill like that last time. Made it pretty bright in here, if I can get this last one lit. Anyone want to volunteer to hold a candle in the tunnel? I got 3 that we can distribute the light around if we do that. Maybe one, take a step that way or so, and one in the middle, something like that, just to distribute the light a little bit. No one. All right, so with the 5.5 candle power going, we'll see. We can kind of see what we got going here. Now, if you look around, can you see everybody? There is no new person. Okay, that's good. You can see the mine safety box on the wall. The real test, I think, is if you look behind me, you see these very narrow quartz veins in between the gray bands of schist here on the wall. If you can see that, then you would be able to surmise that a miner with a candle reflector on his favorite headwear and a kerosene lantern could go into the mine, find the quartz vein that he needs to pick the quartz out of, and put that in different ore carts and get it out of the mine. It's shorter and shorter, so keep in mind.
So get low.
When you find yourself in Julian eating apple pie, think about stopping into the Eagle Mine for an adventure. Like and subscribe to Tommy's Holiday for more fun adventures.